What's going on, my peoples? We are here coming to you live. Um, Appreciate everybody that been watching my lives. We coming a little early today. Um, some Not gonna be long today. It's just something I want to talk to the drivers out there about. Something that I gotta keep reminding myself of. Something that we could all do a better job of it. And if there's anybody out there that been doing a good job, keep on doing what you're doing. Now, it was years ago when they passed the law that they was giving out stiff penalties for drivers being caught on their phones while driving. Um, and I'm talking about, like, of course you can have a Bluetooth device, but I'm talking about drivers that drive around holding their phones and stuff like that, right? And back then, I think it was like 2011. I can't recall, but it was way back when. Back then, I thought the penalty was like crazy because I think they could fine you up to $2,700 if they catch you on the phone, right? So I was thinking about then, I was like, that's kind of crazy, you know. But now, now in these days, you see, like I was looking at the trucking news the other day. You see the guy, that driver, I think he was in Texas. It happened like a month ago. He was looking at his phone. He was driving, looking at his phone, right? And he ran in the back of a semi truck. It was a big accident, and I think he killed like five people, right? You know, last yesterday, or yeah, this other driver got charged, but he got charged for something else. He got charged for DUI. He killed like seven people, right? Um, then I'm looking in the news. You got this semi truck driver. He trying to make a U-turn on a major highway, and he killed somebody. Two people died. You know. So I'm just saying, guys. I know, like, we take the little simple things for granted of just reaching over and grabbing the phone, right? And we're looking at Instagram or looking at TikTok or looking at what's going on, but it only takes 1 second. You gotta understand that's a distraction, man. And I don't wanna see nobody that follows me or nobody that anybody period. I don't wanna see nobody. And I don't even care about the charges that you guys gonna get. I don't even care that you're going to get charged with manslaughter, you're gonna be in jail. I don't care about that. That's your business. I don't wanna see innocent people lose their life because of a distracted truck driver. So I'm not just talking about you guys out there. Um, some of these news kind of inspire me to come and talk to you guys. Some of the news I've been seeing lately, and it inspired myself to do a better job out there. Like, sometimes we're out there working, and we got all type of people calling us, the office calling us all the time, the sales people calling us. You got the customers trying to figure out where we're at. So much going on, and like we gotta remember, we gotta get back to the basics, right? We're professional drivers. We need to stay off the phone, right? And we need to use the phone when it's important. Yeah, yeah, you can use the headphones, right? But you can use your headphones. The rule is you can use the headphones one side, right? But you just got to be aware of everything around you at every single time. If you're the type of person, if talking on the phone is distracting what you're doing, then I don't think that's a good idea. You know what I mean? We know A lot of you truck drivers out there, especially what I do in food service, um, it makes your day goes by faster and easier when we talk to people on the phone. You know what I mean? There ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, while driving the truck, just stay off that phone, man. Because trust me, I know you guys don't pay attention to the trucking news, but a lot of innocent people lost their life. Just go just go look. If you guys wanna see about it, just go to CDL Life. They got all the trucking news over there. I always follow that website. So what you gotta think about that? You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, man. When I was working at US Food and when they came in with the cameras at first, you're looking at it like that's strict. You're looking at the cameras and you're saying it's strict. If they catch you talking on the phone, uh, say was he drunk or on the phone? Oh, the guy that the one that the, it was a poppin'. The one that happened close to Albany, that guy was drunk. He got charged for a DUI. But the other guy, he was just like distracted on the phone. You know what I mean? DUI, that's a whole nother situation. But not only the guy that was on the phone that got charged, not only was he distracted, um h- they said that he said that before he went to work he smoked a bowl of marijuana or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, let me tell y'all something, man. If you're over the road, if you got to do all that stuff to get amped up to go to work, I just don't think that's a good. I don't think overrule is a good choice for you because if you can't be naturally up or naturally motivated to do what you got to do or have that natural energy or figure out means or ways to get the energy, you got drivers getting coffee. You know what I mean? You got drivers drinking water, eating fruits, drinking boost, drinking energy drink. You know what I mean? Drinking all this type of stuff. If you need to take illegal stuff to get yourself going to drive down the road, then I don't think this type of job is for you, man, because you got to understand, for every driver that gets a DUI or for every driver that get in an accident because they was distracted, you're not only making it bad for you, you're also making it bad for us. You're making it bad for the owner operators. You're making it bad for the over road drivers that's out there that got to deal with all these new rules that come in. You're making it bad. You know what I mean? Like, so these companies, they got the all type of companies has got these cameras in this truck now, right? And when you think about the cameras, right? It's strict. Don't get me wrong, but I understand. you know, I understand. These companies is basically trying to cover their ass. You know what I mean? They're trying to avoid these big lawsuits. And it's not even about the lawsuit, guys. You gotta understand that like people are losing their life out there, man. It's all type of irresponsible truck drivers out here, yo. You know what I mean? It's all type of knucklehead truck drivers. Now I was one of them. So I'm not excluding myself out the equation. You know what I mean? When I just got my CDL, when I was over the road, when I was the owner operator, I was reckless. You know what I mean? Like, rules, who cared about rules? You know what I mean? But as you get wiser in the game, get a little wiser in the game, and you start watching the news, and you start realizing that the little things that you do and you take for granted, like you just been lucky. You just been lucky. It only takes a split of a second for boom, traffic to stop on you. Boom, you done kill a whole family. You can take out a whole family just like that. What you gonna do? How you gonna feel? You know what I mean? Do you know how it feels to know that somebody life is gone because of you? You know what I mean? Trust me. You guys don't want to be in that situation. Trust me. You know what I mean? And I'm saying here, trust me, because speaking. Let me not even talk about that. But trust me, you don't want to go down that road, yo. It's a stressful feeling. You gonna feel like you're in a whole world by yourself, darkness. You're not even gonna think about the trouble that you can possibly get in if you are doing something wrong. You know what I mean? One of the things I see also drivers is I see drivers out there, man. I gotta yo, when I talk about drivers, I gotta talk about myself too. I'm not excluding myself, so I'm not gonna come on this platform and try to pretend like I'm perfect. I'm not. You know what I mean? We all make mistakes. That's why we're here to talk about it. So one of the things that we tend to do, even though I do a good job, I said I'm not gonna talk. I said I'm excluding myself right now because I really do a good job on this, right? I know I do a good job on this, and it's driving too close. A lot of drivers just drive too close out there. I don't get it. I don't know what they're trying to prove. I don't know if they think this truck is going to stop on the dime. I don't understand. Like I see, and most of these drivers that I see doing it is on ops, yo, on ops. I see a lot of city drivers doing it too, but when I'm on the 95 or the 75, I see a lot of owner operators doing it, yo, and it's sad, man, because to me, the owner operators, they're supposed to be like the professionals, all professionals, because they took that extra step. You know what I'm saying? But driving too close, man, that can also kill people, bro. Like you guys don't want to kill people, bro. You don't want to take nobody dad away, mom away, little brother away, little sister away. You don't want to take nobody family away, bro. You know, we drive this truck, we got a major responsibility, and our responsibility is to stay safe, act safe, do whatever it is to be safe. You know what I mean? James said, we get comfortable, bro. It's a sad fact. James, what's going on? Hey, you hit it on the nail. You hit it on the head, yo. Like, we get way too comfortable. Sometimes we're in these trucks and we're driving and we whipping around these things around town as if we're driving cars, yo. You know what I mean? These are not cars. These are dangerous. You know what I mean? We gotta look out for people, yo. Even if we get in a situation where it's not our fault, we still gotta look out for people, yo. Cause let's be honest, yo. Like a lot of people out there, man, when it comes to driving, like they're straight clowns, yo. A lot of people just can't drive these days, right? I got like for me, I got this one stop on my route, right? And I don't understand what's going on with people's minds, but when the light turned green and it's my time to go, the people on the other side of the lane, they think they can just turn left like right away for no reason and they don't have no turning signal while I'm trying to go. You know what I mean? So sometimes you got to realize that it's a lot of drivers out there that they just don't got it mentally. And us truck drivers, man, we're supposed to be the top of the top license holder, right? We gotta be professionals, y'all. You know, like as many a times I'm driving my truck down the road. You look to the left, you look to the right. Everybody driving like this, yo. I seen this car. What was it driving? It was yesterday. I seen this car going down the 95. They was in the middle lane, and I was wondering to myself, I'm like, why is this car going so slow? So I went around to pass the car. I looked over to the right. The girl on her phone like this, just texting away, texting away. And I'm looking at her. I'm like, yo, this girl got some freaking skills because if you can just hold the phone like that and text away, not paying attention to what the hell you doing, like it's some it's something on your side. You need to start going to church. You know what I mean? Because you got some magical powers or something like that. Everybody driving and texting and being distracted and got it's crazy out there, yo. Especially when they're loaded, they drive close. Flatbedders or commit suicide driving close. That load will slide right through the truck. Yo, well, I heard of a flatbed accident. I didn't see it where the driver was driving too close and he had to come to a sudden stop and he was carrying a pipe. And you already know the rest. That pipe came straight through the cab, you know? Exactly, bro. Exactly, man. And I think they gotta they got the penalties in place for the truck drivers, but I think they need to put some stricter penalties out there for everybody that's driving a car. You know what I mean? Like real stricter penalties. Sean, what's going on? Everything good? You know what I mean? But as I say, we're not gonna stay too long. I just wanted to talk about this, put it out there, see if I can get some feedback. You know, we gotta be responsible, man. We gotta do better. Um, I gotta do better. You guys gotta do better. Um, you guys can be the responsible one in your circle and tell everybody just do better, man. You know? Oh, I drive like that. I drive like a little now these days, man. You know, because I told myself, man, like, what's the point of rushing if I'm gonna get the work done? I'm still getting paid. Like, I make good money, so my motto of driving, I'm not gonna drive fast no more. I'm not gonna rush. I'm gonna take it slow. That's the only way I go. When I work fast and I drive slow. Yo, that's another one of my motto. You know, if y'all been watching my videos for a long time, you guys know that's one of my saying. I work fast, but I drive slow. That's the only way to go. You know what I mean? That's also gonna be on the shirt. Work fast, drive slow. That's the only way to go. You know what I mean? Because think about it, yo. We make good money. Like, what's the rush? You know what rushing can get you into? You know what I mean? You could be like, you're thinking about rushing to a stop because customers missing bacon. So you're trying to rush so you can bring this freaking customer bacon. Why don't you tell this customer learn how to order? If you learn how to order, you wouldn't be calling the office for the office to call us to try to figure out what time we gonna get to you because you ran out of bacon. Some of these things, drivers, it's not that serious. Like, don't let your job stress you out. Don't let them be on your phone all the time. I never heard a food service company that's paying drivers phone bill. If you guys heard about them, let me know. Well, if you want to be technical, they do pay our phone bill because we work and we get paid and we pay our phone bill. But I'm just saying, like, you never heard of a food service company or a trucking company or any type of company that paying your phone bill. So if you see your phone ringing and you see that it's the office and you're driving, yo, keep on driving, man. Be safe. Safety first. You know what I mean? Whatever it is can wait. You know? Cause whatever it is can wait. Cause yeah, we want to go to heaven, but we're not ready to go to the heavenly gate. So we're not gonna look at the phone and get distracted, and something gonna happen. We're gonna end up getting an accident. Then we gotta come back and explain ourselves, or we probably don't even make it back. Cause we distracted. We can hit something, fly out the truck. You know what I mean? And the person that was calling you, the person in office that was calling you, all they gonna say, oh, he was a good person. What's that gonna do? Oh, he was a good person. Sorry for your loss. The hell you was calling me for? You know what I mean? So some of the calls that we get is unnecessary. You know what I mean? We all got to come together. There's no I in team. It's a team effort. We got to to figure out a way to communicate without distracting your drivers, without rushing your drivers. We want safe drivers out here for every single company. You know what I mean? Like you don't gotta call the driver because the driver forgot to give Johnny a case of jelly. Yeah, you got that right. People rushing to get done 30 minutes earlier. That's crazy. Some guy told me, I don't know how true it is, but his company clocked him going 70 and gave him more. Yeah, they can clock you. They got the they can they know how fast we going. Trust me, they know how fast we going, and they know if we speeding. You know what I mean? It's sad how some of these truck drivers drive. Just the other day, this owner hop was harassing creek carrier were trying to pass night. Say phone on AirPods. Shout out to Robert Green in the bin. Robert say with Martin Brower you can't talk on the phone and not to allow Bluetooth. A lot of companies is doing that, even though DOT said we can have a Bluetooth. That's what DOT say, but you got to understand that these companies they can still make up their own rules. If they want to go ahead and say no phone, period, they got the right to do so. You know what I mean? I just don't want to see people get killed, man. I'm tired of looking at the news and seeing how many people losing their life and stuff like that. I don't like, as I say, I swear to you, I don't care about the driver getting charged with manslaughter. I don't care. I care about these innocent people losing their life. That's what I care about, man. That's what I care about. And I think this one I think is going to change. This one I think drivers really going to get it. When they start, I know the penalties are strict already, right? But when they even come up with some stricter penalties, stricter, is that a word? Stricter, strictest. You guys know what I'm talking about. But when they come up with some more severe, let's go there. When they come up with some more severe penalties, then drivers gonna be like, whoa. You know what I mean? So I'm from this day forward, man. I'm gonna try to be more responsible to when it comes to a phone situation, guys. You know what I mean? Because it's not that serious. And in that note, shout out to U.S. Foods. Shout out to U.S. Food Boca, man. Congratulations to U.S. Food Boca. I was talking to a driver today, and he said this is it. He told me that some of the drivers at U.S. Food Boca has finally figured out a way not to go to church. They start their Sunday workday tomorrow. So congratulations to U.S. Food Boca. A lot of drivers gonna be working Sunday, and this is gonna be the start of the end for food service. You guys are officially messed up the game. I got a whole live planned out just to talk about that, how they messed up the game, right? Because you got to think about it, right? It's going to ruin the game, yo. Like it's official. They start their Sunday schedule tomorrow. I got that's what I heard. Yeah, I got good sources tell me that they start their Sunday shift tomorrow. They gonna mess up the game, y'all. You know, cause as bad as these companies say they're not gonna go there, it's a wait and see, man. Because if they come in the game and they start running Sundays, right, day shift, and they start taking cases. I'm talking in Florida. Let's talk about Florida. Let's concentrate on South Florida. If they come in the game, they start running Sundays, and they start taking customers from PFG. They start taking cases. They start taking cases from Cheney, from Cisco. What do you guys think gonna happen? Like, be honest. What do you guys think is gonna happen? You know. So when you think about it from a business point of view, it is a very clever move. Thinking about it from a business point of view, it's a clever move. It's a smart move. Um, and it's a game changer move, in my opinion. I don't like it, but I understand. It's a lot of customers out there. They don't want to be fooling with no food service companies on Sunday. But it's a lot of customers out there that they're gonna enjoy this. They're gonna love this because that's gonna eliminate some of the big orders that they normally get on a Monday, or maybe they didn't have enough people to put the stuff away on a Monday, or they can have more accurate orders because now you're talking about a company that's going to be running a 7 day a week operation. So now companies can place more accurate orders. So what does that mean for the Cisco drivers and the PFG drivers and the Cheney drivers? I'm gonna tell you guys what that means, right? The only thing that we can do right now, we just gotta when we make these deliveries, we just gotta provide good customer service and try to fight for our cases, because it ultimately come down to price, but a big margin of who gets the cases have a lot to do with service too, guys. Customers like good service and drivers that know what they're doing. You get cases that way. You know what I mean? Ultimately come down to price. Some of the things that are out of our hands, some of the things we can't control. When you guys lose a customer and we get that customer, we can't control that. When we lose a customer, you get that customer. Some things like that we can't control. But when it comes down to it, we got to do our part. PFG drivers, y'all got to do your part. Cisco drivers, y'all gonna do your part because you better believe that I'm gonna do my part to keep those cases. Cases paid. That's how we get paid. We get paid by the cases. We don't get paid by the screw faces. We get paid by the cases. You know what I mean? So we just got to do our part, um, and do our job and be professional and just hope that everything works out, man. And shout out to all the drivers that's gonna be working on Sundays, man. I don't know what to tell y'all. You know, I don't know what to say to y'all, bro. Anybody in here want to say something to these drivers? I don't know what to say to them. You know, because I'm gonna be honest with you. If we was in Jamaica, they could not do it. They couldn't mess up the game like that. Those drivers, yeah, the companies can do it, but we would not allow these drivers to mess up the game like that. But what can I say? Shout out to y'all, man. enjoy your Sunday at work. Um, I don't know what to say to y'all, man. I see more companies doing this. Unfortunately, I see more companies doing this. You know what I mean? We'll say, you know, shout out to Will in the building, and shout out to Lou. You know what I mean? One thing about me, man, I don't forget anything. I don't forget nothing. And one thing, Will and Lou, I don't know where Lou's at right now. He's MIA. You know what I mean? It was so I said what I had to say about the phone and the Sunday workday. Now let's get down to serious business now, right? Before I get out of here. Will and Lou King, yesterday I was on a live, and we were talking about basketball, and they were telling me what the Boston Celtics was gonna do to the Heat. And I was like, bro, it ain't gonna happen, you know? At one point they convinced me, I was convinced that Boston was gonna win, right? Because I started thinking to myself, like, it's a must win game for them, right? But then when I watched the game, I realized one thing, The problem with Boston Celtics it's not the old Boston of the KG and the Paul Pierce that was hardcore Boston. That was hard nosed Boston right there. This team right here, this team is softer than Jello. This team is softer than pudding. This team is softer than cake batter. This team is softer than cornmeal porridge. This team is softer than Waffle House grits. Softer than Huddle House grits. This team is soft. I don't know how else to say it. They got the talent. They're just soft. They ain't got no dogs on the team. They got Chihuahuas. They just don't have no dogs on the team. And you go battle a team with a whole bunch of pit bulls, and you coming through with some Chihuahuas. You got a team with pit bulls, Borbells, you know what I mean? Doberman Pinchers, Rottweilers, and you coming with some Poodle, some Chihuahua, some Frenchie. You know what I mean? Like, what you expect to happen? What do you expect? They getting out played, they getting out muscle, they getting out hustle. They can't win the fight, they can't win the tussle. Now we got Dylan Brooks 2.0. But one thing I gotta say about this dude though, at least he did not skip media day, and he was he was up to the task, man. He didn't skip media day, and he answered them boys. But I want you to hear what he said though. I'm trying to pull up what he said. I'm trying to remember his name, man. I'm trying to remember his name. Okay, yeah, Grant Williams. This dude in his press conference said some shit like, I'm gonna let you hear what he said. Hold on. I'm gonna let you guys hear how this dude. He at least he was man enough to talk though. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna let you hear how he responded.
So what exactly was being said here in this unlikely battle that decided game two?
I'm gonna let you hear.
Here's the view from Grant. I think he said something and I just responded. You know, for me, I'm a competitor. I'm going to battle. He got the best of me tonight. And at the end of the day, it's out of respect because I'm not going to run away from it. My mom always taught me that and my dad as well, you get your ass kicked. You don't come back home until you come battle again. And if you either come back before you die or you go back and you go get a win. And I'm not willing to die.
You guys heard what he said? Anybody heard what he said? The grown man said that his mommy and his daddy taught him if he get in a fight to stand up for himself or don't come home. Really? Like he couldn't say something else? And talking about Jello pudding, man. That got Jello pudding written all over it, man. I just don't get it. You know what I mean? So that series is pretty much over. Um, the Heat gonna win game three. Boston, I still say Boston might win a game. They might win game four. Go back up to Boston, waste some time up there, come back to Miami and end this. It's over. You know, it's over. And Lakers gonna lose tonight also. Like they can't beat that team. Like they can't beat that team, man. Team's too good. Team's too talented. That team got too much weapons. You know what I mean? Cause how you know when a team got too much weapon is if your number one player is not playing good. Your number one player is not playing good, and you could still win the games. If Jimmy don't play good, the Heat lose. You know what I mean? They lose for real though. So shout out to all those guys, man, that thought the Celtic was gonna win. Um, it ain't going your way, man. It's just not going your way, man. The Heat is just a better team. You know, Milwaukee's soft. The toughest team in the East right now. I think the Knicks are a tough team. Even though they lost, I think that's a tough team right there. They just missing some weapons. That's all. Missing a little bit of weapons. You know what I mean? So that's all I wanted to talk about today, man. Anybody that watches on the replay, feel free to chime in to the discussion. What you guys think about distracted driving with phones. Please feel free to comment on the video. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. We out of here, man. Y'all be easy.